Abu Jamal is an American writer and journalist who spent the last 29 years of his life in prison on death row. Earlier this year, his sentence was reduced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In 1981, Mumia was charged with first-degree murder for allegedly killing a police officer, but many have disputed the evidence that put him behind bars.
Protesters have used Mumia's case to call attention to the inherent corruption and racial inequality in the U.S. prison system.
This whole idea that if you're black, you're somehow more dangerous than a white person, and you're somehow dangerous even when all logic would indicate that you're unarmed. You know, you're carrying iced tea and Skittles and wearing a hoodie, and somehow you're a threat to a man who weighs 60 pounds more than you, who has a gun. And I just think that the other way around, it just wouldn't happen the other way around.
The American dream is supposed to be for everyone who is in this country, and right now what we're doing is saying that it's only for the 1% who can afford to make sure that that's their dream.
We're here on Mumia's 58th birthday in Washington, D.C. at the Occupy the Justice rally, where hundreds have gathered in solidarity with the Occupy movement to call attention to Mumia's case, the unfairness of the U.S. justice system, and an end to mass incarceration in the U.S.
When we talk about justice, we need to keep it in the context of social justice as well, not just this particular individual case.
Some came to protest more generally what they called the prison industrial complex that profits off incarceration.
On the whole, that unquestioned imprisonment is much more than it was, say, 30 years ago. And as violent crime rates have fallen and imprisonment rates have skyrocketed, it just doesn't make sense unless you look at it in the context of for-profit incarceration.
Although the reduced sentence for Mumia was seen as a hopeful step for some, others claimed that it was simply a political strategy.
That's their way of trying to turn their back on the issue and be political with the issue and to salvage the racist police order in this country and to make everything comfortable with them. No, justice requires that the innocent be free. It's as simple as that. We've been polite, we've been patient, but Barack Obama made the mistake of saying we are the ones that we're waiting for. We're not going to wait on them. We're going to do what's necessary to see to it that we get justice for that generation and to create a better opportunities and some justice for our generation and our children, and we're not going to compromise with that.
Abby Martin, RT, Washington.